What's up, everyone? It's your Friday guy, Caden, and I'm recording this video kind of late because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to talk about. And I've been struggling a little bit recently, feeling like I'm falling off again. And I've been having a tough time trying to come up with a topic for the free topic weeks, which is why the last one wasn't up. Because my mind just is racing with 1,000,000,000 other things rather than a lot of things that would pertain to content. And so I decided that maybe I should talk about stepping out of your comfort zone and making changes and what comes with that. And so that's kind of the direction I'm going to go. We'll see. I don't really know. It may turn into something completely different as I start talking. But I have been feeling very anxious recently. And I wasn't doing anything different than I was every other day. I wasn't eating differently. I wasn't having any major life changes. And so the big stressor that I had has been gone for a few weeks now. And so I've been trying to figure out why I've been feeling so anxious and down. And I don't really have the answer because I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's a combination of a bunch of things. However, I do think that I'm dealing with the anxiousness and the low mood and my inability to pull myself out of the funk better than I have ever before in my life. I feel like I have made doctor's appointments. I've contacted my therapist. I've contacted my psychiatrist about my meds. I've been talking with my doctors to get my levels checked to see if maybe my hormones are off. I went and talked about, I've contacted and reached out to all the people that I need to reach out to see if it is anything within myself that's internal that can be fixed that way. And so far, nothing has come up on that end. So my next step is therapy. So I have a therapy appointment scheduled already. And therapy has always been something that has been difficult for me. I'm not one to talk about my problems openly to anyone. I just deal with it however I know how. And that's not always in a good way. And so after everything happened this past year, I've been really trying to be more open and vulnerable in every aspect of my life with people that I'm not normally super open with or that are close to me that want me to be open with them. It is a struggle and I'm not very good at it, but I have realized that for the last 26 years, I have built up this wall to keep people out so that I wouldn't get hurt again, or hurt any more than I already was being hurt. And so now, at almost 27, I am trying to relearn who I am and unlearn all of the toxic traits that I am coming to realize that I possess, and coming to terms with them and dealing with them in a productive way so that I can be better. So that I could be a better version of myself, so that I could be a better friend, a better son, a better brother, a better boyfriend, a better person. And I'm not very good at communicating my feelings. And so this one has been a hard task, because I have come to realize that I am very much a people pleaser, which means that I want people to be happy. I want all people to be happy. And that means that I make people a priority over myself, even if it comes at my expense, or expense of my mental health, or stuff like that. I have a hard time saying no to people, especially people I care about, if I don't want to do something, or it's gonna be detrimental to me. I have a hard time saying no to things, and so I end up doing these things, and whether I want to or not, really, or whether it's going to affect me negatively or not. And so I'm learning now that it's okay to be a little bit selfish when it comes to my mental health, and that has in some ways pushed some people away, but in other ways it's brought me closer to certain people also. And so I'm okay with it pushing those people away, because those people are the people that wanted to, try to control me, or were only there because my actions were benefiting them and it was tearing me down. And those are not the people that want to see me succeed, or want to see me doing well, or whatever. They're stuck in a way, and that's fine, and have at it, but that's not a place I want to reside any longer. And so sometimes with growth and self-awareness and this journey of acceptance of your flaws, your toxic traits that you have, the realization of those things, and then coming to fix those things is going to remove people from your life. Some people that you don't want to leave, other people that should really leave, and that aren't going to bother you so much. But finding the greater purpose, I guess, is the way I'm dealing with that. I'm really just rambling, so if this doesn't make any sense, I'm sorry, but my brain is just like, I realize that I like who I am as a person. I think not only do I have good things to offer, but I think that I am very compassionate and caring and understanding, and I'm good at listening to people. I tend to, with my friends, I tend to really be brutally honest whether it's what they want to hear or not. And I kind of pride myself on that because I'm not going to be that friend that tells you what you think you want to hear. I'm going to tell you how it is. Like, if you're being stupid, I'm going to tell you you're being stupid. If you're overreacting, I'm going to tell you you're overreacting. But I also will try to understand where you're coming from and why you are feeling that way and why you are reacting and acting the way that you are. Yeah, so this journey has been a little bit bumpy and weird and nothing I thought that would happen, but I've become more open to the fact that I have more growth to do and I have more to get out of life than just managing. And if I want to live and be fulfilled in this life, there's some internal work I have to do. And I'm okay with admitting my flaws, and I'm okay with knowing that I'm not perfect, and I don't ever want to be perfect, but I can be the best version of myself, and the best version of myself means working on the things that negatively impact me or hinder my growth or hinder my ability to make meaningful relationships and keep meaningful relationships and friendships and that don't help me grow the relationships that I'm already in, and that don't bring my life joy or make it better. And so letting go, learning those things, accepting them, coping with the loss of things because of my growth and acceptance of them, and my want and desire to make those things disappear or minimalize those things, is a journey, and it's something that I am working towards, and it's way out of my comfort zone because this is nothing I ever would want to do ever. I mean, I don't really want to do it now, but it's something that I realize has to be done in order for me to succeed and be happy and genuinely happy in this life. It sucks that I have to do it now because sometimes it feels like because I never saw myself making it this far in my life, and because of my need to transition at a pivotal time in my life. I was just newly 22. That was a time when a lot of people around me my age were forming these super meaningful relationships with people that they love and getting their degrees and figuring out their lives and stuff like that. Sometimes it feels like I'm way behind the track and not where I should be or where I want to be, and that's frustrating sometimes because I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be, but I have a hard time sometimes, but I try to remind myself and try to get myself to truly believe that I'm where I'm supposed to be right now, and my time is coming, and my journey is my journey, and I can't put my journey on somebody else's timeline because that's not what's meant for me. I don't know what is. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't know what the time frame for me looks like, but when it happens, it'll happen, and being okay with that. And that's very hard, but that's something that I have to continuously work at every day and be aware of and be conscious of, and just realize that just because somebody else has something doesn't mean that I won't, or just because I'm not where I think I should be doesn't mean I'm not doing well. doesn't mean that I'm not okay, doesn't mean that I'm failing, doesn't mean that I'm not as worthy or anything like that. It's just not where I am right now, and it's not where I am because it's not where I'm meant to be. And that this journey, that there's pride and things to be learned and beauty in the journey itself and not just getting to the destination. And that is something new that I am trying to take into my life, that getting to point B is just as important as when you're at point B. So the journey there is just as important as getting there. And yeah, so that's all I have. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah, I'll talk to you next week. See ya.